Hi everyone, Cheryl Cran here. I'm really excited to share with you this weekly video, and I want to talk about silos. Have you noticed that organizations are talking a lot about collaboration and really integrating a lot of the digital tools available like Slack and SharePoint and all sorts of tools that are helping to share information more readily? And what we're seeing at Next Mapping is an opportunity for the human ability to communicate to be enhanced. And so a lot of workers may have been exposed to fundamental communication skills, assertive communication versus passive aggressive. But I feel a lot of leaders and teams are still struggling with sort of what I would call the acceptance or tolerance of other people's opinions, or being able to synergistically work together. We see a lot of teams that are aligned with goals and vision, but we see an opportunity for many teams to have more synergy as they work together. And what I mean by synergy is the ability to navigate the fast pace of change, the ability to navigate multiple personalities quickly, the ability to notice when we're being defensive, and then rather than sort of fall down the rabbit hole of defensiveness, be able to observe ourselves and notice when we're not necessarily collaborating or moving the dial forward, if you will. And this is a combination of communication and change leadership skill that's needed. So from a communication standpoint, we're talking elevated future-ready communication, which includes a fundamental understanding of the different personality types, which includes a fundamental understanding of the variety, values, and opinions of the generations, a fundamental understanding of the dynamic of different cultures when we're communicating, or the dynamic of different genders. We're talking about a really highly developed multiple perspectives ability in order to navigate the nuances and the ambiguity of what we're facing in the workplace today. And that skill, frankly, is something that needs to be coached. It's not just something you can take as a course and go, okay, I get it. It's a coaching that requires your coach to work with you and to see how you're communicating, what's working for you, and then to provide strategic insight on things that could be tweaked or bring perspective, if you will, outside perspective on a dynamic to help you navigate that relationship even better in the future. In addition to that communication skill is the ability to have change leadership skill. Well, what does it mean to be a change leader? It means noticing when we're pushing back. It means noticing when perhaps we're putting on the brakes because we're uncertain or we feel defensive of maybe our role in what is happening in the change. And this requires a leader and a team that is willing to look at their own biases when it comes to people and situations. So are you biased towards things moving quickly, or are you biased to people who get things done quickly, or are you more biased towards people who are aligned with seeing things the way that you do? So confirmation bias. Are you willing to hold yourself accountable and really ask yourself, am I being open-minded here? Or am I moving the needle forward with change? Or am I really digging my heels in because I want to protect, sorry, I got itchy mouth there, because I want to protect my identity, I want to protect my position, or I want to protect who I am? As you can tell, it's a lot of complexity in the workplace now because technology is simplifying things. It's taking away some of the mundane and the repetitive. But what it's also doing is revealing the shadow side of human development, which means that it's really revealing what we as people need to be doing better, which is communicating, connecting with each other, a deeper understanding. I had a coach call today with a client who, he said to me, I am a successful team leader. Absolutely he is. And I said to him, you're very successful because of this, 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 and this. And you have a team that's very aligned. But there's a difference between alignment and synergy. Alignment means that the team knows where you're going and they're pretty much on side with going there. Synergy means the team is committed to helping lead the changes to create the direction and really willing to own it and really willing to share leadership and share power within the team. So, silos really are caused by protection. Protectionist thoughts, protecting an identity, protecting a department, protecting a domain. The future of work is around open and collaborative and sharing. And to make that shift, we need to self-identify and self-assess and say, oh, I'm maybe still protecting a lot of things, versus, okay, yes, I can see myself now more open and willing to collaborate and share power. This isn't going to happen overnight. We're actually in the midst of a massive human evolution, and it's very exciting because each of us, you're listening to this video, you're watching, you know that you're being called to change, to operate in a new and different way, and to think much more globally, and to also take far more responsibility for words, actions, and impact. So if we're really going to break down silos, it's a combination of the tools, the digital tools, but more than that, it's the individual commitment, willing to shift from a silo mentality to a collaborative mentality. Hope you enjoyed this week's video. We'll see you next time.